What's up, YouTube fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. Check it. It is Monday. Yeah. November 28th. What that means is we've had a slow weekend, a little bit of a tiny amount of volatility on last night. And somehow I had a beautiful trade that I canceled earlier in the day. That worked out beautifully yet again. Anyway, something to work through. Although I think I would have gotten stopped out by like maybe $2 or something like that. Would have had to re-enter. Still, good setup. That stop loss is always a thing. All right, guys, so let's take a look and see what's happening this week. Let's take a look at some trade analysis for potential for today. And if that sounds like a good time, as usual, I'm going to be doing BTC and ETH because that's what I'm trying to understand how those 2 coins flow, right? And so I can trade them more profitably. And if I look a little sleepy, I am not, I think. All right. Since if that sounds like a good time, let's get started. Let's take a look at the calendar first and foremost, and let's see what we've got working on. I just made myself super tiny. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get ready to rumble. All right, what do we got? It's Monday. Okay, nothing too exciting. Looking for anything that's red. It's Europe. FOMC Bullard's going to speak this at noon today, and Williams is going to speak as well. Those things will probably be a bit important because they'll be giving the markets a little bit more information about what the next rate hikes are going to be. So if the Fed's choosing to slow down the rate hikes, then that's going to be pretty bullish for the market. So on the day when they actually do it, then price is going to be like, or whatever sounds you want to ascribe to those things. But that might, give a little bit of volatility today at 12. So be careful. Make sure that you're either in or out of your positions or you're prepped for them. As beginners, I personally don't like to trade news until I see the effects, and then I can trade the after effects. I've had some of my more successful in my very short trading career after the fact, because there's all that manipulation. All right, let's see what's going on Tuesday. Okay, GDP well, that's Canada. So I don't know if I care that much because we're in the US. And CB consumer confidence on Tuesday. So that might move things a bit. What else we got? All right, on Wednesday. Okay, so the non-farm employment change coming out. Preliminary GDP. JOLTS job openings. Okay, so Wednesday might be a little bit of an interesting day. Powell's going to speak specifically 1:30 on Wednesday. So we do have a few exciting things, so be aware of those. Ooh, CPI comes out on Thursday. Oh, what is that? CHF. Well, CPI comes out 8:30 on Thursday for us, core. That's probably going to move things a little bit. This time it just did one big wick. And then, that's it, but you never know with these things. Manufacturing PMI as well comes out Thursday. Thursday's going to be a bang up day, looks like. So beware. Friday, average hourly earnings. I don't know how well. Non-farm employment change again and unemployment rates. This might be helpful because, the Fed's looking at the unemployment as their method for determining if they should continue the rate hikes, right? So it's kind of weird, right? Like if more people are unemployed, then they'll slow down the rate hikes. It's kind of messed up, but hey, who am I to judge? All right, so this is my first time opening up the charts today. I apologize for all of the different little lines, so, ignore that. All right, so just looking at initial trend. We are going down. I'm yelling timber. Sorry, it's just how I remind myself. Anyway, so overall macro trend is down, and honestly, on the daily, we're just hanging out in this zone. So let me drop down to the 4-hour. And what are we looking at? market looking like on the 4 hour? Anything juicy? All right, so let me remove some of my previous considerations. I had said to myself, we're in this gross consolidation over the weekend. Technically, we've been in the same consolidation, if I'm going to be super honest with you. If I do this, we're still in that consolidation. Look at that. About to there. Okay, we're still in that consolidation. And we broke out of it a little bit. Actually, we broke up into it and we've just been hanging out in that space. So what to trade? All right, so 4 hour, what do we have? We have this break right here. It's nice, juicy, it's red candles. And so I'm going to delete this because, yep, we're in consolidation. So what I'm going to say to myself now is, what do I have to play with? I've got the swing failure over here. Boom, beautiful. And nice imbalance here. Do I have anything above from a liquidity perspective to be hunted? So I'm gonna do this just to remind myself for things, if it wants to pop up, it has to pop up, eat all that let me just delete that. We don't need all that for the time being. So if we're staying in this range, then my next play, that's already done, eaten, still imbalance down here to be eaten. So potential play for me is this order block from this green candle right here. And I'm going to include this imbalance, which they've only tapped. So I'm going to do that. So that's going to make my dragon fruit right here. What else do we have? This looks like an SR area on the 4 hour. So I'm going to do this. And actually, I'm going to come in here and say 4 hour so I know where it's coming from. And then let's look at this support resistance area. And let's drag it over to see, get some more confirmations. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, yep. So let's add that in, SR, and then I'm gonna, it's a little delayed today, isn't it? So 4 hour, all right. So far 2 confluences, then I'm gonna draw my Fibby. Is that it? Let's see. It's interesting because I've been drawing it, I haven't been using the wicks, right? And sometimes I see the wicks used. If I don't use the wicks and I just use the body, does that change what I'm looking at? Okay. So that's one potential. If I use the wick to this wick, then do I get an overlap? I do. A slight one. I'm going to use the wick. Let's see how that plays out for me. Because then that will play me out into this imbalance down here, which is a nice juicy target. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that out for myself. And let's do imbalance. So let's add imbalance. 4 hour. Boom, boom. If they've eaten a tip, oh, look at that. They tapped it and flew away. Or, okay, they didn't quite fly, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. You know what I mean? All right, so what am I looking for then? I'm looking for price to come back up into this space. And let's be honest, we've got what looks like an equal top here. We've dropped back down. I want it to bust above back into this area, drop below the 0.5, and then come into my area, and then we can go down like so. That's what I'm looking for, something like that. Doesn't mean that, if it pops up here, you see something juicy, you can't take that, but, this is a potential for when I don't see what I'm looking for. So what do we have? That order block, anything else in the general vicinity, SR area, and it's the OTEs. So, 3 basic things. So what I'm going to do is somewhere in the dead center of this, I'm going to set myself up with, actually, at the bottom of this imbalance, I'm going to go for the 0.8 because hopefully they'll want to eat it. So let's do this. So let's say we have dragon fruit. which is the order block plus, the order block plus the imbalance, beautifully attached to each other. That I've got an SR area, and I've got an OTE in the general vicinity. Okay. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself an alarm on that. Look for short on lower time frames. All right. Oopsie. It is windy. I don't know if you guys can even hear that. All right. So that's BTC. So I'm going to let that play out. Lower, we just made a higher low. So, but it's still a lower high. So we'll just have to see what happens in this space. They haven't been wanting to pop price up, but it's Monday. They're going to absorb whatever happened on the weekends and then make some plays. So I'm not personally touching anything until after 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. All right. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Let's dip over to Ethereum. Let's get our general thoughts on trend going. So, yup. Beautiful looking downtrend. Can I do something like this? Nah, not with that. Okay, so beautiful looking downtrend. So also consolidating. Fun. Let's go to the 4-hour. Let's see what we can see. And I've got the order block thing on here. So I'll take that off for the moment. And let's plop that up. I'm going to even take the 50 off. I'm not even going to reference it. So I'm just basically using it as like a reminder for trend for me. Okay. So let's zoom in on the 4-hour here. Similar scenario. Take this off. Okay, so we have this imbalance still on eaten up here. Looks like we've got what basically looks like swing failures all the way across here. They've just been tapping this. There is a tiny imbalance up here to be messed with. And if I'm going to be honest, there's all this liquidity that could be, all this downward liquidity that can be eaten. So I'm just gonna mark that out. Just gonna mark that out. So, and of course, if we're gonna head back up, we have other juicy things, but I'm gonna work with what we've got going on for the moment. So look at that. Look how similar that looks to what Bitcoin's doing right now. All right, so what we have is this break right here, which means that I have a nice order block on that green candle that formed the break. So right here, and even more beautiful is the imbalance that's inside of this order block. So let me go ahead and add the 4-hour to that. Okay, what else we have? What else we have? We have this break right here, which means this red candle is a breaker block because it didn't actually go anywhere. Are we in an SR area? Let's see. We're always in some kind of SR area. Let's see. Let's do SR. Okay. Let's make sure I don't get locked out over here. And let's drag it over for confirmation. And check out all that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Okay. So the question is, can this turn into actual? So far it's been it's been a resistance. Can we turn it into, or it's a support, I should say. Can we turn it into resistance to continue on down? So let's continue on with let's add our fibby because I'm just gonna use the body down to this body right here. All right, so what am I looking at from OTE? So in the general vicinity of this SR area, not bad. In the middle of this imbalance, I dig it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my little line area here. And let's do this. And so we have, again, dragon fruit plus SR area. What else? Plus OTE. And we had this other breaks. There's another supply area right here. Let's see this, Loda. This would be a breaker block down here. Do we have a QML for a change? Well, we do. That makes it even nicer. Quasimodo. Nice. All right. I don't see that one very often. Usually comes with a really nice break. So let me add the 4-hour on this one. Nice. And let me add the 4-hour on the SR area. Very, very nice. And so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is, mwah. All right, so I'm going to take this off. Oh, wait, my bad. Let me also add my imbalance, or what's left of this imbalance to be eaten. Let's add that. So those are targets right there, imbalance. You know, have this guy down here if we're going to be breaking even lower. So let's just make sure we're aware of these targets areas. And let me just add 4-hour. Oops. 4 hours. So I know that it's a nice, strong imbalance to be played with. Now, do we have any equal lows as well that could draw the price? Technically, we sort of do. Look at that. All right, let's draw that into it too. Because these are price magnets, right? So equal lows right there. That can draw the price back down. I'm looking for a short all the way up here. And we have this imbalance, you know. I'm going to change that to the stop hunts. This one. Yeah. Beautiful. 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 Okay. So I'm going to add an alert onto this section here and look for short on low time frame. Okay. So I'm gonna remove my thing here because what I'm thinking is a short from here, plop this over that imbalance, and then let's aim for this thing over here. That's a 1 to 1.7 approximation. Price hasn't really busted above this very much, and we're much lower, so yep. So I could do a take profit here, move, take profit 1 here. Let me even add that in here right quick, since we have 2 targets to play with, right? So let's do it just a little bit above here. Let's just say TP1. Okay. And the thing is, you know, once it eats it, it could fly back up again. So that's the other thing. TP1, move stop loss into profit. And then I'm going to aim for this guy as like somewhere like a little bit into it, maybe a little bit more. Let me take the top. Let's do TP2. TP2, there's no guarantee it will eat all of it. So that's what I'm looking for. So let's change this to what I want to be my essential entry area. And actually, let's make take profit be green for the money, right? Haha, haha, haha. And then let's make this like, I don't know, what do you guys think? Like blue, yeah, let's make it blue for now. Cool. Awesome. All right, so that's what I'm thinking on the 4-hour. We would drop down to the 1 hour, 15-minute, 5-minute for entries, okay? All right, cool, cool, cool. I think that is good enough for now. Hopefully this is helpful. I honestly, personally, you know, there's no guarantee when if this might play out. Like I said, I'm not taking any trades until after 9:30, 10 Eastern Standard, when all the manipulation of the market openings have occurred, then I can see better structure. But from just a preparation perspective, these 2 trades, which are practically identical except for the take profits, is what I'm looking for mainly. All right, guys, I am going to go do my real job for the day. Although I would like this. This is my make my vacation money practice stuff, you know, like I was like, okay, I'm stop being silly. But be safe out there, okay? As beginners, we need to not be liquidity, okay, for the market maker. We need to be taking that liquidity. All right. So be safe. Confirm all of your trade setups. Make sure you have multiple confluences for entering that trade. And make sure the stop loss is in a good place. Remember, I did that vid about the stop loss using the ATR. So swing high in this case, since we want to take a short, and then one ATR above it. Okay, just to give yourself a little room to breathe. All right, have a plan. See, I've got a plan. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, sorry. Let me add one more thing to the plan. Let me make myself tiny again. No, 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 no. Stop loss. I had said I wanted to put the stop loss above this imbalance. So let's see what one ATR would be. Let's add that. So the ATR is 1864. So my swing, hold on. Let me get my calculator out here. So 1864 plus the swing high, which is at 1233.64, 1233.64 would put us at 1252.58. So that's even more. 1252, something like that. Man, that's high. So if we're doing a 1 to 2, then what would that give me? A 1 to 3.9, a 1 to 4? Okay, to start. Better than 1 to 1, All right, guys. That'll be good. Let me also adjust my Bitcoin as well. Let me remove this for the moment. I can take it back later. Actually, no, I'll leave it for the time being. Let's also add our trade entry. We want it here, and we're coming in hot for this. Let's stop it here, and then the swing. Let's use this swing high. Let's see what the ATR is for this. Let's add that into this one. The ATR is not showing. Rude. All right, let's bring this up a bit. Come on. Sometimes when the ATR gets added, it doesn't actually show up. Let me try and re-add it. It's so annoying. Are we still just not going to give me the number? Well, I guess I could 152.4. 151.7, okay. So 151.7 plus, how do I get this back? Sorry, guys. I am, let's just delete it. Can we? Hold on. I'm having technical difficulties. It's okay. I'm still working out the kinks on some of this stuff. Seriously, why is it? Okay, can I escape out of here? All right, so maybe somebody drop it in the comments so I can figure out why this thing is. Okay, we made it big. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, let's go back. So let's go back to our 4-hour chart. If we're gonna do this, so from where we want to enter, let's move this back down to here, right here, boom, boom. Then actually you could put it above this swing failure right here. So I'm gonna use this one. What's that? Right above it, 16,694 plus 16,694. So 16,845. So 16,845 will be my stop loss right there. Perfect. So that will give me a 1 to 6.2. That's better than 1 to 1, right? Awesome sauce. Cool. So I hope that's helpful for everybody, and helpful for me, definitely, to think through what my trades are going to look like for the day. You guys enjoy the rest of this Monday. Be safe, be smart, don't be liquidity. We need to enter each of these trades with purpose, right? With discipline, no emotion. We've done our analysis. Once price gets up to where we want it to get up to, then we go into the low time frames and we look for structure. Okay. We look for whatever your favorite is, double tops, right? Bearish engulfing candle, market structure break on the lower time frames. Whatever it is that makes it comfortable in the low time frames, 5 minutes. I've been looking at 3 minutes for entries. Then do that. Okay. All right, you guys. Be safe. Shakira out. Hey, also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the like button and drop a comment if you feel like it. Thanks, guys. You rock.